What's up, coaches? In this video, I'm giving you a bunch of ideas for general warm-up before you do specific warm-up. So I'm just gonna go through them really quick. Starting with the pass-throughs, keeping their elbows straight and locked out, and then going to around the worlds. I would say you can spend about 20 seconds at each one of these. Around the world the other way, focusing on shoulders. A lot of this stuff is dynamic, some of it's static. Then working on the shoulder stretch for the rack position, if we're gonna be cleaning or front squatting, anything like that. And then just a general shoulder stretch, static. They can stack their hands one on top of the other and then switch their hands. Again, you're holding these positions or doing each one about 20 seconds or so, or you can give them a rep count. Straight-legged for the hips, and then you're gonna go side swing and then we're gonna go into the lunge. So with a lunge, this can also double as a shoulder stretch if they reach up real tall on that pipe. So they can stretch their shoulder, keep their foot flat on the ground, drive their knee out, stretch their hip at the same time. Then we're gonna push back into a hamstring stretch. Again, you can use some of these, pick and choose which one you wanna use, but it's just good to know all of these stretches. Depending on what we're doing for the day, you can just hone in on, 7 or 8 of them. All right, after this one, we're gonna be going into, what's next? The pigeon stretch, here we go. All right, so we're gonna double up the pigeon stretch also with a wrist stretch. So as you can see, I'm hanging out there, getting the hips and the wrists done at the same time. Switch positions. And then we're gonna go into, I believe it's downward dog calf stretch, yes. So downward dog for a second, and then you can also rotate, stretching the calves here. Again, all these movements are just to kind of get the body and the joints feeling good before we get into specific warm-ups for whatever we're doing in the workout that day. So I kind of like using these as a 5 to 8 minute warm-up every day with the class before we go into other movements. Okay, this is the camel bridge. So the camel bridge, they should really feel that stretch in the front of their quads. They're sitting back like you saw, and they're pushing their hips up. All right, these are some of my favorites. The straddle stretch with the candlestick. That one's fun. Okay, figure 4, laying on the back. We don't do that very often, but that's actually a really good hamstring hip stretch. And then we're gonna go sit in the squat. So I like to do 2 variations, one where I'm pushing my hands forward and stretching my low back, and the other one where I'm pressing my elbows against my knees, driving my knees out. And then we're gonna go wider stance, bootstrapper squats, have them hang on their toes the whole time for that. And then wide stance side lunges. Now on this, they can either hold the ground and just work on that mobility in their ankle, or they can work on their balance and put their hands out in front of them. Either way is fine. Holding the ground is gonna be the scaled back version. Last but not least, wide stance, hands on the floor. And then I kind of push my hips back, and this really stretches my back, hamstrings, everything. So that's it. So take what you want with that. Use what you like for whatever we're doing that day. And